Are you a racist?
No, I'm not a racist. I tell you, I have lived in Fort Worth all my life, not too far from downtown Fort Worth in Morningside. And I've grown up in Fort Worth and Crowley, in different areas. And so I come from a very Christian, humble background. My grandmother was in church, my mom, dad, both are ministers.
Yes, sir.
And so we come from like a loving family and loving on everybody. And so being racist is far-fetched for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how did that make you feel when you heard everything, or when everything hit?
Yeah, I mean, it was disappointing. I would tell you that politics is one of the most hardest things for people to do. Politics and church.
Okay.
I mean, you get feelings are involved. People say things, or you hear things that sometimes it's not necessarily always the truth.
Yes,
it's
sir.
about a conversation. And this was a simple conversation that was had privately and, about some individuals on council. And it was during the time we was voting for the Citizens Oversight Board.
Okay.
And those of you who know me know I ran on that, adding a oversight board.
Okay.
We had Jackie Craig, who was mishandled by the Fort Worth Police Department.
Right.
We have a Tatiana Jefferson who was murdered by the police department. And I believe in accountability. And so during that vote, I worked the aisles, worked with my counter partners, worked with the city manager. It was a really tough season. And we lost that vote by 5-4, one person. And there was some frustration there.
Yes, sir.
Fort Worth then was the 12th largest city. I think we moved up now since we're in front of Austin. So I don't know what number that makes us. But for Fort Worth to be one of the 12 largest cities in the nation, we should have a more accountability process.
Yes, sir.
And so, and some things were said about someone thought the comments I made about if you don't support the oversight board, you don't support black people. And I made that comment because I feel as though it's our black and brown community that has a disadvantage when it comes to the police department. And it's not just in Fort Worth.
Yes, sir.
It's nationwide. And so, and we as Fort Worth should try to lead in fixing that characteristic. And so I made that comment, and some thought it was, kind of derogatory towards racism. I said, no, I'm not calling you racist. I'm just saying, if you support black and brown communities, then you should also support this oversight board.
Yes, sir.